We talked to the patent professor. John Rizvi joins us this morning. He's written several books. Great website, too. If you think you got an idea for something, you need to protect it. I want to talk about that some, especially with AI. News Radio, WTAM 1100. This is Bill Wills. Professor, I appreciate your time. Good morning.
Good morning. Always a pleasure to be here.
I am guessing you DVR Shark Tank and watch it every week, right? That all this stuff's exciting to you.
That's yeah. Well, Shark Tank is like catnip for patent attorneys, so I love the show.
All right, let me run a couple things by you. This is all way over my head, but I want to bring in artificial intelligence, AI. It's everywhere. I've read stories about book companies, publishers are concerned about AI creating or recreating copy, and there's writers concerned about that. Maybe you've got concerns in music. Give me an overview on the patent industry. How's AI affecting it?
Yeah, so the big question is, under the U.S. Constitution, exclusive rights are only for authors and inventors. So patents and copyrights, authors and inventors has been defined to be a human being, and the laws have always grappled with this as soon as technology started assisting with the creation of any type of art. I mean, as far back as the 1800s, there's a Supreme Court case trying to decide whether a camera is the author or of a photograph or if it's the actual photographer. And they said, the camera is just a tool. The problem is, over time, these tools have gotten more and more sophisticated, so it's no longer like a paintbrush for a painter or a chisel for a sculptor. Now the tools with AI are so incredibly sophisticated that the human involvement is becoming smaller and smaller, and that's becoming problematic, because what makes the human being the author then, and how much contribution is needed before it's considered to be enough to where a human being can apply. And if a human can't apply for a copyright or patent under U.S. law, there is no protection for intellectual property developed by a computer.
I don't want to get too far out of bounds, but I'm fascinated. The government's even concerned about Apple right now with their proprietary knowledge and what they know and all of the iPhones. This is a huge part of the economy and culture really moving ahead, isn't it, to protect people that have come up with these ideas?
It is, and they're trying to balance the rights of those that are creative, the authors and inventors, and yet still determine when their contribution is enough to really get protection versus when the prompt that they're entering into AI is considered so basic that it's not entitled to any sort of exclusive rights.
Finally, we still invent stuff. I hear commercials all the time that, hey, if you think you got an idea for an invention, call this number, because that business is out there. We still are a society that invents things, right? Right, Professor?
Yeah, 100%. In fact, there's no question that this is not going to impact patenting or innovation. In fact, it's going to speed up. The speed of innovation is going to go even faster, if one can imagine that. The problem is going to be just the legal determinations of who owns that creativity and how much exclusivity we provide to that inventor that uses AI as a tool. And at some point, if the tool the more sophisticated the AI tools get, the harder it is for a human being to show their contribution is sufficient to give them exclusive rights to the concept.
The patent professor, as he is known, Professor John Rizvi. We'll put a link up to it, Wilson Snyder page at WTAM.com to connect with him. Prof, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you.